Hi everyone, and welcome to the very last video in the How to Write an Analytical Essay series. Today's video is all about buzzwords. So by now you would have a very polished essay, and today's video is just about adjusting some of the vocabulary that you're using to make sure that it's nice and sophisticated and that you're not repeating yourself. So this is today's objective. Make sure that you're using appropriate and effective vocab. Okay, so why do we do this? You're always going to get marks for expression in an essay, and it's really important that you're writing formally, that there's no repetition, and to hit that top A band, you really need to have very sophisticated language. Okay, so tip number one, synonyms are your friend. So these are those words that are same, but different. They mean the same or similar things, and they're just really handy because it means that you're not constantly repeating the same words over and over again. Keywords are going to be a place where this happens, whether it's the theme of your essay question or some aspect of the question that you keep repeating. Also, common ones that are used is when you're talking about your analysis. So you're kind of deconstructing and unpacking why particular techniques are used. And we see the word shows repeated a lot. So some ideas for you here are words like emphasizes, highlights, positions, conveys, and presents. And we also see the title repeated a lot, and it's really hard often for students to try and think of another word rather than the Hunger Games when they're referring to the text. So words that you can use instead of that are text, novel, film, play, whatever it happens to be. You can also perhaps refer to the genre. Just try and mix it up a little bit so that you're not constantly repeating the title of your text. Number two, now the text is useless, and I say that not in a way to offend anyone who's written the text, but just to say that a text on its own can't do anything. You always need to talk about the fact that the author or the director has constructed this piece of literature or this film or this play. They have constructed it in a way that the audience or reader then interprets. So much like Facebook on its own isn't anything and it can't do anything, it's when people start putting content onto that it starts having a bit of content meaning, and then when you have someone viewing other people's work on there that it starts having meaning. So please never write in your essay that the text shows something or the text uses something or that it does something, because it doesn't. You know, it's not the text that's doing the doing, put it that way. Okay, number three, comparing and contrasting words. So this is especially important in a comparative essay, quite obviously, and words like contrastingly, although, while, and on the contrary are helpful for talking about texts that are different. And similarly, likewise, and furthermore, these can be used when you're talking about two similar things. Okay, number four, sequencing vocabulary. So this is quite handy in a persuasive essay in particular, but you can still use these in an analytical essay to try and sequence your arguments if you have in particular, a very long and detailed paragraph. So words like initially, firstly, it also follows, subsequently, and finally can just help to signpost what you're talking about. Okay, so that's the end of this video. It was short, sharp, and shiny. Hope I've given you some vocabulary to go away and try and adjust what you've got in your essay, and just make sure that you are, I guess, using that sophistication. Well done for making it this far. Congratulations. I have finished the formal series, but I will be doing a couple of extra videos on enhancing your work. So stick around, watch this space, keep an eye on my YouTube, and I'll let you know when some others are uploaded. Thank you and fantastic work.